Let me know if you can. Jayon, can you hear me? The mic working? There we go. Oh, you hear the gum chew? My bad, dude. I feel like it picks up things that I wouldn't normally think about, but I guess I just don't realize it because I'm live streaming. Apologize about that. What stocks you guys watching? Hey, what's up, man? How we doing? Just watching UNH right now, seeing if it's going to hold this VWAP or not. What stocks you guys watching? We'll scroll to those and take a look. Oh, you're in NVTS? No, things are good. Things are good. Just I feel like when I'm looking at some of these stocks, we're really starting to see some of the momentum here. I mean, QQQ really is making new highs here at 529. That's a good sign. It's bullish. Let's give it one sec. Took some profits on UNH. It's 620 right there, which is a nice trade. Can you guys, when I was making those live recordings on UNH, I took that VWAP trade. Try to hold that VWAP. Let me just show you. Made $620 on that. It broke the VWAP, and I was trading the retest to it. So it broke right here. I entered in this candle right here, 304.35. This one right here. I liked. It really wasn't an RSI play. It was just a retest to this VWAP up in here and sold up at 305.11, 18, 20. It might continue without me right now, but I'm okay with that. But just quickly watching the 1 and the 5 minute. And what I liked about the 5 minute was we were holding this 9 EMA. So once I saw that we were bouncing right off of this level, you can see that thin wick. Let me just circle it for you. That's really what I was looking for. It's a quick scalp, man, and it's not really like, you know, that's what I was looking for. I could see that the 5 minute was riding this 9 EMA for bullish momentum. I'm trying to get a scalp in there. Then I go to the 1 minute, and I'm watching the candles within that 5 minute candle. And the fact it's holding the 21 EMA, bouncing, bouncing, it's your last level support. You get this big move up, pulls back to here, goes from there, and there you go, 620 bucks in the bag. And that puts us up year to date. I guess it'll upload, but I'll be up 59,000 probably after that, which is nice. What stocks you guys watching? I'll move to those. I keep making these quick trades throughout the day, and then I'm kind of just good, to be honest, making 600 to 1,000 a day. I really do think that UNH is poised to move higher here. And look, that move was even better. So that shows you how premature I got out of that trade. Is we had on the 1 minute candle blast up to 307. It fails the 9 EMA, fails VWAP, then goes to the 21 EMA. I see the 21 EMA holding up. I buy at the 21 EMA. I sell right back into the VWAP retest, thinking that we had a potential to break out like it just did. But I was also worried that is UNH going to give us another false breakout and go right into VWAP, consolidate here, and then push lower, and that's the opposite of what it did. So I still made gains out of it, but look, I sold way prematurely. You're seeing my entry right here at 304 up to like 305.2, and my stop loss was going to be right below this level right here. So that's like the risk reward there. But look at the risk reward is really what it should have been. That's what it should have been, but I got out of there real quick. Let's go to Tesla. That was the first trade, made $620 so far. Oh, that's not Tesla. Hold on, sorry. I thought I switched to Tesla. Oh, good. Tesla's pulling back. Beautiful. Now, let's see if we can make you guys some money. Guys, do your own research with this. This is what Manning's looking at right here. He's seeing this 333 support. Sometimes when I see this 333 support, there's not as much here. So I will sometimes keep like this bar here as like the ultra low. Like maybe it will retest that today. But I'm also going to focus just on the previous day, June 2nd, right? 2 days ago, 335 was a level. That did get a pop. So we'll keep that as the first cautionary bar. Let's go back on the 5-day. And look where you're getting support. You're getting support close to this 338 level because we can see it lining up right here. 337, 338 is lining up right with this bad boy on the 5-day chart, the weekly chart, whatever you want to call it. They're very close together. So let's focus in on this. We'll see if we're going to... RSI starting to move to 24. Oh, it's even lower. 22 on this 5 minute. I like that. The 1 minute's low at 29, but just be careful. It looks like we are going to get rid of this. Looks like we're starting to form potential bear candle here. I think we have a potential for a move lower here. This is what I'm seeing, Manon and Jay Young. It's got to break out of this trend. I just want to post. Let me take a picture of that gain. Making the gains already. This is why I love day trading. It really is the best. As long as you can follow stop losses and not be an idiot with your money and like respect your capital, it makes a huge difference. I mean, you can really elevate your game. You can make money on the side. It's just beautiful. You're trading NVTS, Jay Young? Yeah, already up 3,000 this month on UNH. That's awesome. Let's just see how this forms. We got this bear flag forming. You see this bear flag forming? Just be cautious. This is where if I'm going to scalp, if I was to scalp this, I'm looking for that. I want that bear flag to form out. I want to see, are we going to get that sell off right into 335, 336 level? There's your entry. That's what I'm looking for. So let's see. Let's see if we're right, we're wrong. So look at that. You see that bear flag forming, Manning? There it is. Now we're going to start to see that lower RSI. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Now I'm getting interested because we're coming close to this level here. This would be an entry that I would be looking to scalp right here. Guys, not financial advice as always, all that bullshit. Look at this. Pull back here. 336 is where I'd be scalping this and looking for an entry. But look, is there any news on this stock too? That's another thing. I'm going to look into that real quick as we're live streaming this. RSI is coming down 24. Let me switch to Tesla and just see if there's any news, or is the overall market moving down? Tesla's really selling off right now. This is beautiful. I see at 9:51 a.m. they're saying Tesla China sells 61,000 cars. It's down 15% year to date in China sales. That's why. See, if I was scalping right now, I just like where I'm at right now. 336.5 would probably be an entry I'd be looking at. Even here, just getting close to that whole dollar, 336. But it depends how many shares you're doing. You know, if I'm buying 500 shares at a time, you know, every 20 cents is $100. So it really adds up quick when you're quick scalping this, you know. But what you could do is let this sell off. It's only 9:52. For those of you on the West Coast, it's early. It's 6:52 in the morning. But look, this is like scalper's dream right here. So you buy at 36.5. You already could have sold at 37. That's 50 cents right there. Every time that you get this bear flag and it sells off like this is just a common thing that I've noticed trading. You get this bear flag. I will be that scalper, that bottom feeder that buys this 336 and starts scalping it up. Scalping it, it pulls back. Scalping it, it pulls back. Scalping it, it pulls back. Because it's eventually going to want to retest up to this VWAP. And you just got to be strict. If you're wrong, you cut your loss. Where's your loss? Your loss is at 336.15. Look, it just made a new low. So look, it stopped out some people around that 10 cents. Now we'll see if it actually holds. Let's see if it lets me get in this bitch. Made a mistake in one of my accounts. I traded instead of margin, I traded on cash. And now it's making me wait. So I'm making like one trade and then I, you know, can't even trade it, unfortunately, which is annoying. won't even let me trade it. That's so frustrating. I would love to trade this right now. I love this entry right here. I think you have a defined stop loss, defined entry. You can see here, look at that touching. You have touch here at 335, touch here at 335. Very interesting here. Let's see how it plays out. And you know what I really like about this? Tesla is down over 346. It's down 10, 11 points. It's already down, 3, 4%. Let's see if anybody takes this. Let's just see how it plays out. Nothing wrong with that. Starting to show some momentum here, pushing. Let's not ignore the fact that this stock is in a downwards trend. The trend is not your friend on this. If you're scalping this, you better be very careful and follow stop loss. That's good to see. I didn't realize I could do that. Here we go. Let me show you the support, man. Right here. Look in the corner of the screen right here, Manon. You have multiple touches around 335 to about 335.5. Is there a highlighter or something? That'd be so much easier. Multiple touch here. You have another touch right here. And notice how you had this big red sell-off candle from 335 down to about 333. And then look, this green candle blasted it right back up. Got to retest this level again, 335. And then it had another retouch of 335. That's what I'm looking at for Tesla. But we'll see. The other catalyst with this is the news is not good with Tesla. So you might as well potentially just stay away if you're afraid to make this trade because you're trading on bad news. Fidelity Trader Pro is showing that Tesla May sales fall in big European markets ahead of the new Model Y delivery. And it's saying that Tesla's China sales are down 61,000. I'm sorry, sells 61,000 cars. They're down 15% year over year. So maybe all this politics that Elon's doing is just no good for Tesla. I mean, that's what I'm looking at. But, man, just because we have these support levels doesn't mean they're going to hold. We got to follow the stop loss. The stop loss is crucial. The stop loss is everything. You know what I'm saying? Just want to make that clear. You know, you're not going to follow anybody on YouTube. I don't care who they are. That's going to say, this is the exact entry, blah, 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 blah. If they were, you know, they'd have bazillions of dollars. I do well in the market, but, you know, you can't predict every single move. It's impossible. I'm going to do my best, though, to define stop losses and risks that are worth taking, if that makes sense. I'm liking what I see with Tesla. It's got to get above 336.50 though. Otherwise, this is going to snap and just keep going lower. RSI is 21. The 1 minute's moving up pretty quick. I won't respect myself if I don't take this trade. But look, it's rejecting that 9 EMA. So you see that 9 EMA being rejected? That is risky stuff right there. Look at that. Boom, just broke through. See that? That's how it moves so quick against you. That's where it gets, you know, nerve-wracking a little bit. So look at that sell-off. And this was exactly what we were looking at here. Look, so that's why the support level doesn't always work. You saw this bear flag form right here. There's another bear flag that formed and it rejected. So bear flag here, and it rejected the 9 EMA. And that support level that I drew out, like you said, you called it out earlier, man, and you said 333. It's getting very close to that level. Look at that. It's at 334 was the low now. So very interesting. We'll see what it does here. Really, really bearish for Tesla. It's too bad you can't put images in the YouTube, like in the live stream. That was fast, right? You saw the bad news. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I bought that dip. Let's see if I die on this. 334.5. My stop loss is below this 333.76. Let's see how it goes. This might be a quick stop loss. I feel like this maybe wasn't the best entry, but we'll see. I'm gonna move this down to Manning's level because 333 seems to be the level. But let's see if it holds. Why not? Let's give it a try. We made some money on the day. And it's not a good trade. Do you know why it's not a good trade? Because we have no confirmation. The 9 EMA is still rejecting everything, and we bought this dip. That's why it's a bad trade. The 9 EMAs, it has not changed direction. The 21 EMAs up here, and the VWAP's here. Because I have a little skin in the game, I'm already up $600. I'm willing to risk $200. I'm okay with that. And there it is. We're stopping out. So you see how quick you can lose $200? 200 shares, $200 gone. And it's a good example of you gotta wait for the trend to change. And watching the 5 minute here, it's not looking good with this. There's 350 death bounce here. But that's where we're at here. We're gonna see if Manning's original will hold. I'm looking at Tesla just on the 3-month. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty, this support here at 333. If this doesn't hold, which is what we've been looking at, this could potentially move lower. And look at that, it's selling off. Monster red candle on that news. Ooh, look at that. Wow. See, that's why you take the stop loss. Look at that. You'd be down so much right now if you didn't take that loss. That's all right. Wait for the next setup. Wait for the next trade. Tesla's really selling off. This is incredible. Look at this. This is just death. I guess it's going to die like 30 points in one day. I mean, Jesus. 350 down to 330. I guess we'll see here with this level of support here. Look at this RSI really selling off at this point. I mean, now we're down to 20 on the RSI. 5-minute is down to 15. 15 on the 5-minute. That's wild. Let me just see if we can bring up a different one. Can we bring up the 15-minute RSI, which I would like to see? The 15-minute RSI is at 14 as well. There's massive selling pressure coming off here. Wow. It's almost like it can't get any worse. It just keeps dying. Look at that, 329 now.